Now, we proudly present Berwick Bulldogs football on Pop Radio. Brought to you by
Overhead Door of Berwick, Berwick Notary, State Farm Insurance, Sean Black and Lori Powell, First Keystone Community Bank, the Willows Golf Course, Journey Bank, Flick Brothers Electric in Bloomsburg, Blaze Alexander Family Buick GMC of Bloomsburg, Berwick Dental Arts, WNL Subaru, Nissan and Mazda, Reds Roofing, Preferred Portables, Nespoli Jewelers, Neighborhood Fence, Ken Pollock Ford, Mayo Funeral Home, ND Accounting and Consulting, and Mason's Monogram Service.
Now, live from the studio, here's Jim Doyle and Andy Ulickney.
Good evening, everyone. Tonight from Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville, it's the Bulldogs against the Lions of Lackawanna Trail High School. I am Jim Doyle. I'm joined by Andy Ulickney. The producer of this broadcast is Ashlyn Walshaw. Well, for the second Friday in a row, the Bulldogs are at a place they've never been before to take on an opponent they've never faced before. Last week, it was Mid-Valley in Troop. Tonight, here in Factoryville, it's Lackawanna Trail. Last week was a tough one for the Bulldogs as they lost their second game in a row to Mid-Valley 28-7 after losing their opener to Lake Lehman 13-7. So they come in with a record of 0-2. Tough time last Friday. It won't be any easier tonight as they're taking on one of the Class A powers in the state of Pennsylvania. In fact, even though Lackawanna Trail comes in with just a 1-1 record, a win over Tunkhannock, a loss to Western Wayne, they are ranked 7th in the state in Class A. This is a traditional power. In 2018, they made it to the Class A state finals. Last year, they won their first 13 games before losing in the quarterfinals to the eventual state champion, Steelton High Spire. They are a team that runs the Delaware Wing T and run it very, very well. A year ago, 4,000-plus yards rushing as a team, over 9 yards a carry as a team. Since 2010, they've averaged over 300 yards in total offense a game and over 30 points a game. So the Bulldogs' defense will certainly be challenged here tonight. Andy Ulickney with us for Bulldogs football. And Andy, I'm sure a lot of the Berwick fans, particularly the old-timers, looked at the new schedule at the beginning of the year and thought, why are we playing these small schools with the small roster sizes and the small school enrollments? Well, both of those things are true, but the fact is these teams can play football. Mid-Valley was very impressive a week ago. Lackawanna Trail might be even better. This will not be an easy one.
Oh, no. They run the wing T, Jim, and I think what you want to think about if you're thinking smaller school, a team that's single-A enrollment, think Southern Columbia, think of their wing T. That was no pushover. No, you're talking about top programs in the state, and whatever the enrollment happens to be, you have the personnel, you get that good cycle of talent, you have the program, you run the system, hey, you're a winner. You're a winner, and you're going to be tough to beat. And, add to it, it's on natural grass up here. When's the last time Berwick got to try natural grass? There's a little difference in that. Things feel a little slower. You got to lift your feet a little higher. Nice crowd on the field. Beautiful setting. But, it could be a setting for a loss if Berwick doesn't bring its A game.
Those that use the Delaware Wing T, like Southern Columbia, like Lackawanna Trail, they're true believers. They really believe in this offense. And I think really any offense that you only see once a year is a challenge. But when it's an offense that they run very, very well, that makes it very difficult.
Yeah, it's a timing type of offense. We got to a point with our sort of wing T. Look, I remember Charlie Nesbitt, the athletic director, saying, Andy, I'm watching you guys warm up, or Jimmy Roth's team warming up. I don't know who has the ball. I can't see it, and it's practice. So when you do that sleight of hand and fast motion and really work on the crossing actions and the motions, it's so deceptive that where's the linebacker going? Sometimes you got to read the guards instead of the backfield. Let them take you to the plays. But again, that's something you're going to do, once a year when you see one wing T team, and you can't even practice against it because your guys can't duplicate the speed that a state championship type of team is going to exhibit.
Gorgeous night for high school football here in Factoryville. The Bulldogs in their first ever meeting with the Lions of Lackawanna Trail High School. Steve Jervis is their head coach. We'll hear from him coming up next. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank. But did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number one when you have to go number two. Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Overhead Door to provide the finest quality residential and commercial garage door products, installation, and service. With winter right around the corner, your garage doors need a tune-up. For only $99 for one or $125 for multiple doors, they'll check, lube, and adjust your garage doors and openers so they operate smoothly. Call for their seasonal tune-up special, Overhead Door of Berwick. They're more than just doors. See their 5-star rating on their Google business page or visit ohdberwick.com.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Weekend number 3 of the 2024 high school football season kicks off tonight here at Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. It's the Bulldogs of Berwick in their first ever meeting with the Lions of Lackawanna Trail. Well, as we mentioned earlier, Lackawanna Trail enters tonight's game with a 1-1 record after a convincing 41-7 win over Tunkhannock in their opener. The Lions lost to Western Wayne 28-7 last Friday. Lackawanna Trail head coach Steve Jervis explains the factors that led to that loss to Western Wayne.
Well, it's kind of unfortunate, Jim. We made some uncharacteristic mistakes, lack of discipline, which is something we've kind of, really hung our hat on here at Lackawanna Trail. And so if you go back in the first half, we had a great goal line stand to stop them on the first series. And, hey, Western Wayne's a very talented football team. 28 Vinton, their tailbacks were one of the better ones in the area. The Owens boy, Sean Owens, number 10, skilled kid, is a very athletic. Up front, they have some big, strong, physical kids. And so we knew, obviously we're a single-A team. We're going against a triple-A team, that they were going to pose some challenges for us, anyways, they do score first. And we come back and we return the kickoff, and so we kick off for a touchdown, and we have a block away from the play, to nullify that. Like those kind of mistakes, when you're playing against some really good competition, you can't have those things. So we're down 14-0.5 instead of being 7-7. We come out after half and take the ball and drive the length of the field and score to cut the lead in half, 14-7. Then at the beginning of the fourth quarter, we're inside the 1-yard line to score, to tie it up. And we don't get in, so that's really, and I think the running game then kind of took its toll on us a little bit there. And, the Vinton boy had a couple of decent runs at the very end of the game, but I'm not sure if 28-7 is really indicative of what type of game it really was.
You have a terrific player back from that great team of a year ago, Max Kimmel, who was an all-state performer as a defensive back. He's also your leading receiver. Tell us what makes Max a good high school football player.
I think even coming up through our junior Lions, Max always had kind of a nose for the football, and just an overall very athletic type of kid. He's got, he's 6'3", he's 180 pounds, has always been a very reliable kid, very coachable, always in the weight room with us working out, comes from a wonderful family. And, and I think all those things, really make Max what he is. But, defensively, he's a great defensive back. Very good when the ball's in the air. Offensively, running the wing tee, he really protects our run game. Anytime anybody tries to bring safeties down, Max is always a threat to go over the top. And, even week one, it kind of broke open a game. Our week one win, he had a big, touchdown reception. And he's been doing it for 4 years, really, for us.
Well, now the first ever meeting between Lackawanna Trail and Berwick. What's your line on the Bulldogs? What concerns you about that?
First of all, I think when you think about Berwick, I give Coach C.J. Curry, a ton of respect for the whole Curry family, and I wish C.J. nothing but the best in rebuilding and building that program. I think what jumps out is they're athletic. Defensively, they're very athletic. They have a lot of kids that can run. So when you're playing a team like that, how do you neutralize their speed is kind of, going to be, something that we're going to have to work on a lot this week. Offensively, they have a lot of weapons, comes out in a lot of different formations. So getting aligned and understanding their personnel from an offensive, when they have the football, and then offensive when we have the ball, again, kind of neutralizing their speed. And, I think we need to do a really good job in executing the wing T to kind of sustain drives and keep them off the field.
Steve Jervis, the head coach of the Lions of Lackawanna Trail High School. Last time Berwick dealt with him, last time we worked with Steve is when he was the head coach at Tunkhannock, which he was for 5 seasons, but he has really found a home here at Lackawanna Trail. He's in his 16th season, and his record here at Trail, 114-61. His Lions take a 1-1 record into this game against the Bulldogs here tonight. Berwick against Lackawanna Trail. We'll check the starting lineups when we return. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Pop Radio.
It won't be long before tax time rolls around, so remember to visit Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting for your income tax needs. ND Accounting and Consulting handles both business and individual taxes, as well as offering a variety of accounting services, including payroll, auditing, and bookkeeping. For tax and accounting services, look for Michael Daddio CPA at ND Accounting and Consulting with 2 locations, 214 Pine Street in Berwick and 5929 Main Road in Sweet Valley.
We're here at Ken Pollock in Berwick, and Ken is here with us. And Ken, you've been here for the last 10 years or so. Has Berwick welcomed you?
Absolutely. I think we align perfectly as a group with the Berwick community. We're community-driven. We love servicing the people down here. We have great deals every day, whatever stage in life you might be at, looking for a car for your kid, family, whatever it might be. We have a huge selection here, and whatever you have, bring it down, and we'll service it for you as well. Our people are very eager and very knowledgeable about the product that we do have, so we really want to help you out and make you a part of the Ken Pollock family.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding. Specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas. Now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
Are you on the market for a new set of wheels? Once you find it, whether it's a functional grocery getter or a midlife crisis hot rod, the tag and title experts at Berwick Notary in Berwick are open 6 days a week, so you can be rest assured you'll be on the road and legal in no time. Berwick Notary can transfer a title, register an ATV or any kind of vehicle, and they're the only notary in Columbia County that registers boats. Berwick Notary's been serving the Bulldog community for over 40 years, and they proudly support the Berwick Bulldogs. Check out their Facebook page and go Dogs!
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Looking for their first win of the season, the Bulldogs a long way from home here in Factoryville above Scranton as they take on the Lions of Lackawanna Trail for the first time ever. Here's the starting lineup offensively for Berwick. The tight end is a freshman, number 9, Gabe Decker, 6'3", 180 pounds. 3 receptions on the season so far for 33 yards. J.J. Leonard starts at left tackle. He wears number 56. He's 6 foot, 255, a junior. The left guard is number 70, Draven Geiger, 5'11", 275, a junior. Gavin Jones starts at the center position. He wears number 51. He's 5'8", 215, a senior. He'll be doing double duty in this game tonight. He will start at linebacker as well. Matt Gordner is the starting right guard, number 62, 6 foot, 280, a junior. And the right tackle, you heard C.J. Curry sing his praises in the C.J. Curry show, Chase Shuckers, 6'2", 265, a senior. At the wide receiver positions, number 0, Billy Hansen, 6'1", 175, a senior, 3 catches on the season for 56 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver, Ty Wilkerson, number 5, 6'2", 190-pound junior speedster, 5 catches on the season for 60 yards. Getting his first start at quarterback is number 17, Jake Lisnock. He alternated with Ashton Smith last week at Mid-Valley, was 5 for 10 in passing for 42 yards. Lisnock, 6 foot 215, a sophomore. The running back for the Bulldogs, number 2, Gavin Galusha, 5'10", 170, a sophomore, started the season well. A good effort in the opener against Lake Lehman, but was held to just 21 yards. Actually, Berwick as a team was held to just 21 yards in that loss at Mid-Valley last week, hoping to get that running game going tonight. If the Bulldogs do use the fullback, it'll be number 90, Aiden George. He is a sophomore at 6'1", 220 pounds. Everett Snyder missed last week with injury. He is still not in uniform for the Bulldogs under C.J. Curry as they come in with an 0-2 record. Just 64 yards rushing on the ground in 2 games, just 93 yards passing. They are -1 in the turnover department. For the Lions of Lackawanna Trail, at the tight end, number 34, Blake Stage. He is 6'3", 225, a junior. Lucas Evans is the starting left tackle. He is 6'3", 265 pounds, a junior. Tony Palucci starts at left guard. He wears number 67. He is 6'1", 250, a sophomore. The starting center is a senior, 5'8", 190 pounds, Chris Kohinski. He wears number 56. The right guard is number 52, Colin Owens, 6'1", 230, a junior. The right tackle is number 65, Brian Gow. He's 5'11", 270 pounds, a senior. And a wide receiver is number 23, Max Kimmel, 6'3", 185, a terrific senior athlete. He's a returning all-stater as a defensive back, and he's a threat, even though they don't throw the ball very, very much. In fact, their starting quarterback just 4 for 8 combined in 2 games, but they will go to Kimmel, and they will go to him long to keep the defense from ganging up on the wing team. Kimmel, 3 receptions for 92 yards and 1 touchdown. The quarterback is the son of head coach Steve Jervis, a junior, Tyler Jervis. He wears number 8. He's 5'10", 160 pounds. His older brother, Steven, was the quarterback last season. Tyler Jervis is a run threat. 17 carries for 62 yards and a touchdown through 2 games. We mentioned they don't pass much. 4 for 8, 105 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. With the wing T offense, you employ 3 running backs. At 1 halfback, number 10, Isaac Ryan. He's 5'10", 180 pounds, a junior. He's averaging 6 yards a carry. 23 carries, 140 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The fullback is number 44, Logan Edwards. He is 6 foot, 190 pounds, a senior. 13 carries for 47 yards. At the other running back, number 5, Demetrius Douglas. He is 5'10", 185, a senior. Last year, he was a Lackawanna Football Conference All-Star with 808 yards and 12 touchdowns. Off to a pretty good start this season, averaging 6.5 yards a carry. 21 attempts, 137 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Those are the starters for the Lions of Lackawanna Trail under Steve Jervis in his 16th season as head coach. They come in with a 1-1 record. Lions against the Bulldogs. Keys to tonight's game, Andy Lickney.
Well, the Bulldogs' key is going to be defensively to stop the wing T, Jim. And you can talk all you want about it. It's one thing to talk it, another thing to do it. Why is the thing so hard to do? Well, you don't see it. Well, first, you don't see the wing T that often. Once a year, maybe someone runs it. Maybe every 2, every 3. I can't remember the last time a team ran the wing T against the Berwick program. So you're just not used to it. And it's such a different look, such a variation. It takes so many unique things defensively to try to stop it that you're just not used to it. And you get 1 week to practice against it. And the guys you're practicing against, your own scout team, your numbers too, can't give you nearly the look that someone like Lackawanna Trail can give you with their wing tee action. And the other thing is, when you try to stop it, you can't see the football. You're looking at it, and you're seeing 3 people in the backfield with the quarterback. 2 are crossing, 1's coming at you. They're faking left, faking right, crossing this, crossing that. Ball's in the quarterback's hand backwards. You just don't know who has the ball. And if you try to take a guess or try to anticipate, you could flow the wrong way, and it comes back with the counter, and, well, you're just left in the dirt. You're just not there to make the tackle. Some teams say, well, key the guards. And that's easy to say, but you haven't done it all year. If you can key the guards, if you've been seeing a lot of wing tee, they'll usually take you to the play. If the guard comes at you as the linebacker, you go up and meet them because they're coming at you. They want to block you. If the guard is pulling, if he's pulling inside, he wants to trap. So you're going to follow him to the hole and be on the backside of the trap. If he's pulling to the outside, to the perimeter or sweep game, you follow him out there. But, it's easier said than done with 1 week of preparation, and against the scout team that's not giving you that real good look. And then add to it, Lackawanna Trail isn't just the wing tee. They have Max Kimmel out there, and he's a tremendous pass receiver as well. He can make things happen. Flip it over to the Berwick offense. I think they got to get back to some foundational things. I would like to see Gavin Galusha run the ball a bit more. They had nice success with that in their opener. They got away with it against Mid-Valley because of the size Mid-Valley had in the middle. Sometimes it's what you do best you have to establish, and you just got to try to get that going. I think if you can get Galusha running, I think your quarterback, say Jake Listnock in this case, can run off of that with quarterback counters. I think your play action game can go. And now you can start getting some of these speedy receivers and getting these guys who are very dangerous if they touch the ball to get it going. They'll go against a good defense, but, Berwick has the offensive talent to make it happen.
And to your speculation of when Berwick last faced a Delaware wing tee team,
Southern Columbia.
Last year's season opener.
Yep.
And the result was 50-0 Southern Columbia. The Bulldogs hoping to do a little bit better against this unique offense here tonight. This Lackawanna Trail on the field down below us, red jerseys, white helmets, white numerals and white pants, and across the way from us, the Bulldogs of Berwick in their white helmets, white jerseys, blue numerals, and blue pants. So the captains going to the center of the field. We will have the
beautiful
coin
grass
toss,
field.
the ceremonial coin toss. They have one earlier.
Yeah, the campus here is beautiful, Jim. Nice, lush grass, a little taller than Berwick's going to be used to, so that'll take some acclimation on their part. Behind us is the school, but if you go from the entire end zones kind of curving on through to the back behind the Berwick stands, it's nothing but tall evergreen trees. It's just a lovely, lovely setting. Tall crown to the field. Grass will seem a little high to people who've been playing on AstroTurf. That beautiful sunshine on the day where they were talking, there may be some showers. I think we're going to avoid all of that and have a nice night for football.
And Andy, I would like to give a special shout out before we start to whoever invented the Waze app on the iPhone. Because without that gizmo, we would still be circling out the countryside. It got us right here, and we are forever thankful as we get ready for the first meeting between Berwick and Lackawanna Trail.
Yeah,
we'll be back with the kickoff. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
When you've been sidelined by an injury, all you want is to get back in the game. Getting to the finish line starts with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's leader in sports medicine. We use the most advanced technology for faster, better results, so elite and everyday athletes can compete like champions once again. Call 833-LV-ORTHO. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
Experience the difference at Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. For over 40 years, Blaze Alexander has been Central PA's top choice for unbeatable prices. With 20 locations and 11 brands, we have what you want at a price you deserve. Over 4,000 new and pre-owned vehicles available. Why go anywhere else? Stop and shop or check us out online at blazealexander.com. Sales, service, parts, collision.
Family tradition is the foundation of Nespoli Jewelers, a family tradition started by Joseph Nespoli and continued by his grandson Jonathan. For 3 generations, Nespoli Jewelers have prided themselves on mixing fine with fashion. Jonathan can customize your engagement ring and wedding bands, design a unique piece of jewelry inspired by you, or simply help you find an affordable gift. Service, quality, creativity. Nespoli Jewelers. Yesterday's principles, today's creations. East Front Street in Berwick and online at nespolijewelers.com.
This is Mike from M&M Carpet One in Bloomsburg. Is this the first time you've shopped with us? Let me explain why you should shop at a Carpet One store. We have over 1,300 store buying power. Carpet One stores sell more floor covering than the 2 big box stores do combined. That means not only do you get the best price, but you get to work with flooring professionals throughout the entire process, from estimates to installation. No one will give you more for your flooring dollar than M&M Carpet One in Bloomsburg.
W234BH West Hazelton at 94.7, WBWX W242CY Berwick at 96.3, W282CO Bloomsburg at 104.3, and W288CF Danville at 105.5.
Your home for Berwick Bulldogs football is Pop Radio,
a Seven Mountains media station.
WHLM Bloomsburg.
Just about set for the first ever meeting between Berwick and Lackawanna Trail here at Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. The referee for tonight's game, Chris Bonifed. Joe Minnickbach is the umpire. Jim Cox, the linesman. The line judge, Tom Finan. Dave Baker, the side judge. The field judge is Robert Hufford. Lackawanna Trail won the toss, deferred to the second half. So Berwick will get the football, moving from our left to our right as we view things to start this game. Bulldogs with a world of speed, so they usually have speedsters to return kicks. They do here, as Caleb May is deep for Berwick, and Sean Bankus as well. As Holden Edwards will kick it off for Lackawanna Trail. Still some sunshine here. Lights not on just yet. Very early in this 2024 season. Bulldogs looking for that elusive first victory. Considering the distance, pretty good crowd from Berwick.
Yeah.
Filling the bleachers on the far side.
Full band over in there, 1/4 of the bleachers, and the others have a nice filling up. Yeah, not too many seats open. And of course, here on the near side, good crowd from Lackawanna Trail.
Holden Edwards has the signal from the officiating crew, and this one is underway. A line drive kick. Caleb May muffs it, picks it up at the 13, to the far side, to the 15, to the 20, and he gets to about the 24-yard line. So Caleb May on the return. Defensively for Lackawanna Trail, 4-4. Blake Stage, Brian Gow, Will Kilmer, Tony Palucci across the front, Tyler Jervis, Logan Edwards, Colin Owens, and Demetrius Douglas, the linebackers. Sean Dwyer, Isaac Ranyan, and Max Kimmel, the All-Staters, make up the secondary. The ball is at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will put it in place. Billy Hansen is one of 3 receivers to the far side, and Lisnock, with an empty backfield, operates out of the gun. He fires a quick out to Billy Hansen. He drops the ball. Boy, he had troubles last week.
Yes.
2 drops, and that's what Berwick wants to get going. That quick out to the wide receivers, use that speed to get the other 2 to block.
They have them very, very wide, Jim, that if he makes the catch and he has the 2 blockers, he could probably get himself some nice yardage. But last week, 2 drops here to open the game. A drop, not what you want to have.
2nd and 10, Bulldogs from their 25 as they move from our left to our right. Couple of substitutes for Berwick. 2 receivers leaving the lineup. As the center, Gavin Jones, over the football. 2 running backs behind Lisnock after a shift. It's an I formation. Galusha the call. His first carry. Gavin Galusha with a nice run. Over the right side, over the 30, out to the 33.
Real nice run, Jim. Max Kimmel eventually bringing him down, coming up from the secondary. But he slices off the left side after that shift, and he gains 8 yards before Kimmel's able to catch him by the ankle.
3rd down and 2, Berwick at their 33-yard line. Again, Lisnock under center. Again, the shift. And again, Galusha, the tailback in the eye, and a toss sweep to him off the right side. He has the first down and then some. Breaks the tackle and gets out to the 47-yard line. So Berwick has done something they couldn't do the entire game at Mid-Valley, and has run the ball effectively.
Yes, they have. They're putting one in alignment as a fullback and then shifting him to the point of attack, Jim. I didn't quite catch the number, so I'll keep an eye on it if they do it again. Galusha then runs in that direction. He got a great block from his fullback. I believe it was Aiden George. Kicked it out, set the chains.
14 yards on the carry by Gavin Galusha. Berwick first and 10 at the 47. They have 3 receivers to the left, and one appears to have lined up offside. The pass comes to Wilkerson, and Wilkerson has some room to the 47-yard line. Tough for us to see with that crowd on the field. I thought Julian Howe was lined up offside. The officials didn't see it that way. And a good first down play. The quick hitter to Wilkerson gets to the Lackawanna Trail 47, a pickup of 6.
Yeah, it was nice. I think he was lined up wrong, Jim, and then he saw, I need to be at the line of scrimmage, and he moved, but he's set for the full count.
Billy Hansen wide to the right side. Lisnock out of the gun. Looks to the sideline for the play call. He will keep it himself off the left side. Lisnock has the first down and then some as he gets down to around the 36-yard line. Jake Lisnock on the carry.
Good variety, Jim. We've seen Galusha with a couple carries. They established the running game. Then the pass out to Wilkerson. Now a fake inside, and he bounces it wide, gets himself the corner, and moves the chains yet again for his team. Jake
That's a
Lisnock.
12-yard run by quarterback Jake Lisnock. And Berwick on the march of their opening drive at the Lackawanna Trail 35-yard line. Slot to the left side. I formation. Romeo is the fullback. Lisnock, play action. Rolls right, looks to throw. Fires, has a man. Billy Hansen makes the completion down around the 24-yard line, very close to a first down.
Yeah, a little bootleg action, faked inside. A guard pulled to the right. He rolled to the right behind it. Hansen coming from the left in the slot, crosses at the linebacker level. He's open, ball drilled right in there by Jake Lisnock, and Billy Hansen with the good hands this time pulls it in and turns it upfield.
11 yards on that reception. Berwick first and 10 at the Lackawanna Trail 24-yard line. Julian Howie was lined up to the right. They shift him over to the left. Now a running back to either side of Lisnock, who operates out of the gun from the 24. And he gives the ball to Rocco Romeo, his first carry, and Rocco has some yardage. Inside the 22, down around the 20-yard line.
He's been in at fullback. This time they give it to him as the back, and he's going to push it for about 4 to 5 yards, going off the left side. Offensive line doing a nice job, Jim. They're getting into their blocks. They're pushing their men. They're controlling things at the line of scrimmage.
Berwick already with more yardage on the ground than they had the entire game last Friday. 2nd and 6. Bulldogs at the 20. Again, a running back to either side of Lisnock, who has the snap, but he fires the pass out to the far side. The catch is made, but a loss back to the 25-yard line.
Max Kimmel.
Billy Hansen got the pass and was brought down immediately.
Yeah, Max Kimmel's on that corner, Jim. He's an all-star. 6 interceptions last year. He read it well, got off the block from the other receiver coming up, threw him away, and right on top for the tackle, hold it to a no gain.
Yeah, they give him forward motion to the 20. So 3rd down and 6 for Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 20-yard line. Slot to the right. Howie wide left. Long count Lisnock. Man in motion to the right. He fires to the motion man. It's Galusha. Galusha is cut down in the open field. Nice tackle after a gain of a couple. Big 4th down call coming.
Demetrius Douglas seeing it, saw the bubble action on the motion, came forward, had to make the catch, might have been construed as a lateral, but Demetrius Douglas in position, staying with Galusha after the catch and bringing him down, no gain.
Big call coming, 4th and 4. They got 2 there to the 18-yard line. Galusha is not in that offensive alignment for this 4th and 4. Lisnock has the play call. He has Howie wide right. He has a slot to the left. Billy Hansen widest. Empty backfield.
Gabe Decker
for
on
Lisnock.
the right.
And Berwick a little confused. They use a timeout. Timeout in the field. 7:07 to go in the scoreless first quarter. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
The Mayo Funeral Homes, located at 110 Chestnut Street in Berwick and 77 Main Street in Chickasha, are proud sponsors of Berwick Bulldog football. The Mayo Funeral Homes, serving all faiths, makes it easier for those you love with pre-arranged funeral counseling, insurance, and pre-financed funerals. Mayo Funeral Homes also offers expert guidance in both traditional and cremation services. Mayo Funeral Homes, perfection in every detail.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
7:07 remaining in a scoreless first quarter here at Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. Berwick nothing, Lackawanna Trail nothing. Big call coming. Berwick, a nice drive. Started at their 25. It's now at the 18-yard line of Lackawanna Trail. But the Bulldogs face a 4th and 4 following his timeout. During that timeout, Andy, I never thought I saw that before. Lackawanna Trail's entire team was involved in the huddle.
Small team, small roster, Jim, but it's nice to see all of them involved in what's going on. Penalty will get them this yardage, Jim, so the first thing I would do would be to try the hard count.
Galusha in there as the running back to the right. Lisnock has the snap. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's going to keep the football. He's going to be buried right at the line of scrimmage. And Berwick's long drive to start the game comes up empty.
Yeah, number 76, Will Kilmer, coming in, able to make the stop when he tried to turn it upfield. He actually got blocked in that direction where the quarterback was rolling. So when he did step up, coverage was very good, blanketed all the receivers, had nowhere to go, tried to step up and just couldn't find anything.
So good-looking drive, but it comes up empty. And Lackawanna Trail has the football for the first time at their own 18-yard line. Jervis. Play action, back to throw, looking long for Kimmel. Nice coverage. They wanted to go long to Kimmel and Caleb May all over that play.
Caleb May has been able to lock on to top receivers from each team and really glue with them. They call it sticky coverage. No way that top receiver, Max Kimmel, was going to be able to get by him to the football. 2nd down and 10. Yeah, they don't throw much. No.
Just 8 total passes in the first 2 games, but they threw a long one on their first play from scrimmage. Now they face a 2nd and 10. Now they'll go the conventional wing tee as Jervis under center. Douglas comes in motion from the wing right. He has the football, and he has running room and gets near the first down yardage.
Need better tackling inside again, Jim. It just wasn't there. Caleb May had to come up from his left cornerback position to make the stop. But by the time you get to the secondary and the cornerback, they have to change. Nothing too tricky, nothing too deceptive. A handoff to the outside, but strong running by Douglas.
16 yards on the carry to the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Berwick in a 52 defense, Jim.
Under center is Jervis. Gives straight ahead and nothing doing.
Logan Edwards, the fullback, taking it on a little fullback belly. But before he can get any type of head of steam, he loses his feet. They get knocked out from under him, and there's no game on that play.
Andy mentioned the 5-2. Berwick across the front. Gabe Decker and Skylar Neville at the ends. It looks like Nico Lensinski is one of those tackles. J.J. Leonard the other, along with Chase Shuckers. The linebackers are Gavin Jones and Rocco Romeo. We'll check the secondary after this play. 2nd and 10 from the 34-yard line. There's Ryan coming from his wing position. A big game for him. He bounces off a tackle. He's at the Berwick 35, the 30, all the way downfield inside the 20-yard line. What a strong run by Isaac Ryan. Billy Hansen came from the secondary, hit him straight on, and he just ran over Billy.
He tried to just shoulder him down to the ground, Jim, but sometimes, especially when you're in the secondary and you're like the last man, you got to grab on and hold on tight. You can't do that rock 'em, sock 'em, try to knock him to the ground with the collision. Needed to go with a different route. Instead, he bounced away and gained another 40 yards.
55 yards on the carry. 1st and 10, Lackawanna Trail at the Berwick 11-yard line. Jervis under center. Give to the wing, coming around the left, and a gain of a couple as Demetrius Douglas was lined up on a wing right. Got the handoff. Berwick did a nice job holding it to a couple. The 8-yard line, we'll call it 2nd and 7.
What we're seeing in the wing T is we're often seeing a singleton back with 2 wings. Then one comes in motion to the setback position. So it's as if there's 2 men in the backfield, and they often give it to that sort of wing who's coming in motion. That time, Berwick stopping it as it went up the middle.
2nd down and 7, Lackawanna Trail at the Berwick 8-yard line. Logan Edwards, the fullback, directly behind quarterback Jervis. In motion, Isaac Ryan gets the handoff off the right side, and Ryan will get inside the 5 and into the end zone for a touchdown. Isaac Ryan in from 8 yards out. Lackawanna Trail made it look easy.
Yes, they did. The wing T's proving deceptive, Jim. Berwick's not getting good reads, and Berwick's not making clean hits and clean tackles. In fact, on that, we have a Berwick player down near the point of attack, so we'll have a temporary stoppage.
But a good-looking drive by the Lions to take this early lead.
Yes, it is. And again, the wing T, sometimes you think of 3 people like a straight T, but that's not the case. The Lions are running it with a singleton back, the fullback, and he's back there, Logan Edwards. He had 1 carry up the middle. And 2 wingbacks. And before the snap, one of the wingbacks comes in motion to a setback position. And while he's still moving, the snap comes. And whether he takes the ball or whether it goes in a different direction, that's the deception we're seeing with this version of the wing T.
And we have a player down inside the 5-yard line as they check on him.
We haven't been able to go on the air at all. That's our internet connection. You guys are taking baseball. Let's do us. Let me see. There's only one connection. That's the one connection that you have.
I'm telling you what happens, stuff. You can see this on a lot. I'll help you out.
This is our home turf, so if we're at your stadium, it'll be a little bit different.
3:58 remaining in this opening quarter. The injury timeout continues on the field. The Berwick player will try to pick up that number as he's walking to the sideline. He can't pick up the number, but it appears to be okay. Great drive by Lackawanna Trail to get on the board early here. And the extra point attempt coming from Holden Edwards. Edwards will attempt the extra point, snap the placement, the kick is up, and the kick is good. Time on the field, 3:58 to go in the opening quarter. Lackawanna Trail 7 and Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Pop Radio.
Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is proud to be keeping generations of beautiful smiles across Bulldog Nation. Dr. Susan Ermish, Dr. Nathaniel Fluke, and their staff practice general and restorative dentistry, and they're open Monday through Friday. Whether you need a simple cleaning or a complicated procedure, Berwick Dental Arts will see that you have the best smile so you can be your best. Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is a proud supporter of Berwick Bulldogs football. Visit their website at berwickdentalarts.com.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this. Visit your Bloomsburg State Farm agent, Sean Black, at insurebloomsburg.com.
When you've been sidelined by an injury, all you want is to get back in the game. Getting to the finish line starts with Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute, the region's leader in sports medicine. We use the most advanced technology for faster, better results, so elite and everyday athletes can compete like champions once again. Call 833-LV-ORTHO. Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute. Your health deserves a partner.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets. Right to you. Follow their Instagram at Western counties. Neighbor Fence provides top quality residential and commercial fencing, vinyl, chain link, wood, aluminum, and ornamental fencing, plus vinyl railing and specialty products. Neighbor Fence Company, 1140 State Route 239 in Wapwallopen. Call 570-752-4423 or visit the...
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Back to action we are. It's a 27-yard field goal attempt by Logan Edwards, and it's blocked. It is blocked, and Berwick gets the football. Billy Hansen blocks the field goal attempt. We apologize for our issues. They are not our issues. They are issues of everyone else in this press box, but a big play by Billy Hansen stops the scoring drive by Lackawanna Trail. And we have 9:58 to go in the first half, and Berwick trailing by a score of 7-0. Would have been 10 were it not for Billy Hansen. So the 27-yard field goal is blocked by Hansen. And now Berwick, who moved the ball very, very well on their first possession, but have struggled since. They have it. 1st and 10 at their 33-yard line. Out of the gun. Lisnock drops the snap, back to throw, and he's going to be buried. Back at the 27-yard line, a loss of 6 on first down. So be 2nd down and 16 for the Bulldogs. That drop snap by Lisnock really messed up that play. So 2nd down and long coming. We told you that Gavin Jones, the center for Berwick, is playing some linebacker tonight. I'm going to check that line. It looks like Nico Lancini might be the center, as it's 2nd and long for Berwick, back at their 27-yard line. Slot to the left side. Lisnock. Back to throw, looking, sets up a screen to Caleb May, breaks one tackle, tries to break another and cannot. Good pursuit by the Lions. Looked like May might have something going, but it's basically no gain. It's going to be 3rd down and long.
Hey, Jimmy, I'm back.
You are back. What a nightmare this has been for us. They have just treated us like second-class citizens from the start.
I think they weren't expecting the home radio station because they were having us use their Ethernet and then having us use the
Well,
remote.
Andy, in truth, it's my fault because I didn't make these arrangements until May. So we have 8:20 remaining in the first half. Lackawanna trails 7, Berwick nothing. Bulldogs 3rd down and long, back at their 26-yard line. Lisnock has the snap, flags and whistles before he got that snap.
Didn't see the penalty, but I haven't seen a lot
Too
lately,
much
Jim.
time.
Oh, boy.
On the part of Berwick. Brings back to the 22. It'll be 3rd down and 21 for the Bulldogs. Well, they started so well offensively. If you heard the beginning of the game, Berwick put together a terrific drive to open the game, but came up without points. Lackawanna Trail scored easily on their first possession. Moved the ball well on their second, but had the field goal blocked. Here's a 3rd and 21. Lisnock back to throw. Looking. Long over the middle has Julian Howie out to the 39-yard line. Won't get the first down, but a nice pass completion from Jake Lisnock to Julian Howie.
Most certainly was. He stood tall in the pocket. Howie on the left side and the flank. Able to go from the slot position on a post. Got behind the linebackers in front of the safeties. Ball delivered right on the numbers. Pretty passing play. If it wasn't, it needed more yards. He's getting about 5 yards short of the chains on this 4th down call. Jim, they're not looking to send a punter out.
4th and 5. Berwick from their own 39. The offense is still out there. And Lisnock back to throw, and he fires and overshot his man. Boy, he had his man, Wilkerson, at the sticks. Would have had the first down and just overthrew him, so the gamble does not pay off. Lackawanna Trail takes over at the Berwick 39-yard line with 7:21 to go in the half, and Trail leading this one 7-0.
They were running a very effective wing tee, Jim. I could hear the excitement while I'm playing with the equipment trying to get it going, and they kept breaking run after run after run. But the Bulldogs held up tough, stopped the field goal attempt. Here they're going to have to stop them with the short field.
So Lackawanna Trail moving from our left to our right. 1st and 10 at the Berwick 39-yard line. Wing to the right, wing to the left. Wing in motion, inside handoff to Douglas, and Douglas will get some yardage to the 35-yard line. Looked like Berwick had it covered well, but somehow he ducked in there and got 4.
Scissors play is tricky, Jim. Often you're kicking out with your guard. Right guard is the things are pulling to the left side. Gets a kick-out block, which opens up enough of the seam for the Scissors. The wing on the right, taking it over to left guard's position. Rocco Romeo eventually wrestling to the ground, but he gets 5 yards on that.
2nd down call coming. Trail at the Berwick 35-yard line. Jervis sends a wing in motion, a toss to that wing, sweeping the right side, has a head of steam at the 15, the 10, the 5, and Isaac Ryan is in for a Lackawanna Trail touchdown. 35 yards, his 2nd touchdown of this game.
They execute it well. Starts as a wing on the left side, comes in the half-moon motion, takes a pitch to the right. But, you know, when it comes down to it, it's blocking and tackling. You still got to play defense and contain that corner, not let him get wide. There was no one near him anywhere within 5 yards of making a tackle. So they earn it with the deception of the wing tee, but Berwick needs to tidy up that defense.
Logan Edwards will attempt the extra point out of the hold of Tyler Jervis. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field. 6:28 remaining in the first half. Lackawanna Trail 14 and Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
This is Mike from M&M Carpet One in Bloomsburg. Is this the first time you've shopped with us? Let me explain why you should shop at a Carpet One store. We have over 1,300 store buying power. Carpet One stores sell more floor covering than the 2 big box stores do combined. That means not only do you get the best price, but you get to work with flooring professionals throughout the entire process, from estimates to installation. No one will give you more for your flooring dollar than M&M Carpet One in Bloomsburg.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Bulldogs in a 14-0 hole here at Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. They have not solved the riddle that is the Delaware wing tee. And Berwick has not moved the football since that opening possession. As Edwards' low line drive kick, fielded by one of the up men. He went down on a knee, so he will be down there. And Berwick will get the football, try to get something going. The Bulldogs scored on their first possession of this season in the season opener against Lake Lehman. That offense has not scored since, and they're in a 14-0 hole here.
Well, time to get a new start, Jim. You got to put it out of your mind, come out fresh, move the ball relatively well on the opening drive. They need to do it again, reestablish themselves.
Ball back at the 23-yard line. That's where Berwick will put it in play. 1st and 10. 6:25 remaining in this opening half. Lisnock under center. Wilkerson comes in motion. A pitch off the left side and a gain out to about the 27-yard line. That was, I believe, Ty Wilkerson. Came in motion, took the pitch, got a couple.
Timing wasn't.
Mark it at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Yeah, timing wasn't great, though. He had a lead back in front of him running, and they were very close together when he took the pitch. He'd like a little more separation in there and let him get some room to get his speed going.
Slot to the left, slot to the right. Lisnock out of the gun. Running back to his right. 2nd down call. Caleb May goes in motion. And rolling to his right. The pass is complete. Big hit on May. Ball pops free. Max Kimball with the hit will be incomplete just as well. Had he hung on, it would have been a loss.
Yeah, Kimball's good, Jim. It's hard to throw when he's the man covering your man. You'd like May to get his touches. He came in motion from left across the formation to the right. They spit it out to him quickly. But Kimball, seeing that he's now the widest man on his side, comes rushing up to make the hit, jars the ball loose.
3rd down and 7. Lisnock went to the sideline, get the play call. 14-0 is the lead for Lackawanna Trail. 5:32 remaining in this opening half.
Important 3rd down conversion, Jim. They don't want to turn the ball back over to the Lions.
And we have a timeout called by the Bulldogs. They trail 14-0, 5:32 to go in the half. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is proud to be keeping generations of beautiful smiles across Bulldog Nation. Dr. Susan Ermish, Dr. Nathaniel Fluke, and their staff practice general and restorative dentistry, and they're open Monday through Friday. Whether you need a simple cleaning or a complicated procedure, Berwick Dental Arts will see that you have the best smile so you can be your best. Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is a proud supporter of Berwick Bulldogs football. Visit their website at berwickdentalarts.com.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Jim Noel and Andy Lickney from Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. First ever meeting between Berwick and Lackawanna Trail. Trail leading 14-0. Berwick following their timeout, facing a 3rd down situation.
Yeah, 3rd and about 8 coming up, Jim. I think a thinking timeout there. You want to have the right play because this is one you really want to do to continue the drive, not turn the ball back over to Lackawanna Trail before half.
Lisnock out of the gun. Flag down the play.
Linesman throwing it, so movement somewhere in the interior. Who gets moved back? Looks like Berwick's huddle is moving. And boy, it's tough. You know, you're 2nd and 8. And it's kind of makeable. It's not an easy one, but it's certainly easier than when it becomes 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13.
The Bulldogs needing a big play. 3rd down and 13. Slot to the right. Lisnock out of the gun. Back to throw, and the pass is incomplete. Flag down the play. We may have roughing the passer.
That's the area where it was thrown. It was Hansen went in half-moon motion behind the quarterback from the left over to the right. They wanted to just flip him the ball. It's almost a lateral, but it's overhand. Way off target, which stunned me. But Berwick may come up with the advantage if the penalty goes against Lackawanna Trail. If it's 15 yards, it gives them the 1st down. And that's what it looks like it's going to be.
Looked like a face mask rather than a roughing the passer. But if it's 15, it will be a Berwick first down, so a huge break for the Bulldogs. That was a 3rd down and 13, and that play was going nowhere.
You'll take the breaks, Jim. You'd certainly like to earn the chains. And that little dump pass, swing pass to Hansen had the possibility of going upfield if they were able to execute it, but the pass off target.
1st and 10 for Berwick at their own 36-yard line. 5:31 remaining in this opening half. Julian Howie is wide to the right, one of 3 receivers to the right. As Lisnock back to throw, looking to the right, fires, and a ball dropped. Boy, the Bulldogs just don't have it down. They had a man open on that 4th down play, and Lisnock overthrew him. That time the pass right on target, and the pass dropped. 2nd and 10.
Julian Howie is running a slanted from the right side. And it's tough. I always felt that was a tough pass to complete in high school. Quarterback's trying to catch the man on a run on a tight route. If it goes a little bit behind him, it looks like it's on target. But boy, when you have to stop your speed and try to make that catch, it's a tough one for Howie.
And again, Nico Lonsinski continues at the center spot for Berwick on his 2nd and 10. Man in motion is Wilkerson, a fake to him. Lisnock will keep it. Quarterback keeper will get out to about the 40. He'll pick up 4 on the play.
Demetrius Douglas at this linebacker position, in position, but he gains 4 yards with some nice, tough running. Faking on the inside, then taking it over the right tackle. Not a lot of room, but he powers ahead for 4.
3rd down and 6. Berwick at their own 40-yard line. Playing on natural grass for the first time this season. They'll be on the grass one more time later on in the year when they play at Wyoming area. Slot to the right side, Lisnock out of the gun. As the snap, play action, has a man, completion over the middle, and it is a 1st down to the 44-yard line. Good play action. The fake to the running back and the pass to Billy Hansen.
Gabe Decker,
Jim. 1st
Jim.
down at the 44 of Lackawanna Trail.
Tight end Gabe Decker is the man who eventually came up with that, and I like his hands. I think they should use him more often. In schemes, the tight end's closest man to the quarterback, so when you do release him, if he can find that seam between linebackers, he's usually the easiest man to hit.
4th catch of the season for the 9th grader. Decker, keeper by Lisnock. Jake Lisnock ahead, gets to about the 40. About a 4-yard pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, you like to see that. They want Lisnock quarterbacking because he's a stronger runner. Bigger, stronger kid. And if you use him well and you vary the offense, a little pass, a little dive, and then run that quarterback, you can make things happen as Berwick is moving from right to left. They've crossed midfield now. Big advantage with the 15-yard penalty to help keep the drive going.
Boy, a score before the half would be huge for the Bulldogs.
Yes, it would.
They're 40 yards away from that. They face a 2nd and 6 from the 40. Lisnock has the snap. Back to throw. Fires to the sideline. Has his man, Julian Howie. And Howie has the 1st down.
Real nice. There were 3 receivers up the other side of the field. Here on the near short side is Howie by himself. Runs a little stop pattern, stops, turns toward the quarterback. Ball drilled into numbers. Spins, gets a little down the sideline, and a nice little run after the catch.
8 yards on the reception by Julian Howie. 1st and 10, Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 32-yard line. Slot to the right, Julian Howie wide left. Lisnock, play action. Back to throw, pump fake, nothing there. Then he throws and a completion for a couple. Nice job by Lisnock. That pump fake came because he wanted to throw and saw that it wasn't there. They get the completion to the 29 and at least pick up 3.
To Gabe Decker to tight end, Jim. When things are covered downfield, he'll eventually leave his blocking and find an open area. Lisnock with a semi-roll to the right after the things were closed down finds Gabe Decker.
2nd down and 7, Bulldogs at the Lions 29-yard line. Slot to the left side. Lisnock has the snap, gives to Galushin, trying to sweep the right, makes a nice cut, good second effort, and gets down to about the 25-yard line.
Sweeping action to the right, they had contained to turn it in. But a little jump cut to the inside by Galusha makes that contained man miss him at the line of scrimmage. He then finds a little seam outside near that wide C gap now, and he runs it well. Going to be just a yard short of the chains.
2:25 to go in the half. Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 24-yard line. Third down call coming. Galusha the call off the left side, and looks like he has the first down.
Yeah. They exploded out of their stances from the line of scrimmage. And then Galusha behind them, coming at full speed from the 5-yard start deep in the backfield. Able to get that as they control things with physicality.
This drive started at the Berwick 23. They were the recipient of one 15-yard penalty that kept it alive. But now they're moving the football at the Lackawanna Trail 21-yard line with a first down. 3 receivers to the left. Lisnock out of the gun. Galusha to his right. First down call coming. Long count. Snap. Back to throw. Lisnock fires, overthrows his man, Wilkerson, and then almost caught by Billy Hansen.
Yeah, not even sure which was the intended receiver. Was the first receiver supposed to be overthrown and just in the way, and was he going wide to Hansen? It looked like it had the better opportunity. In any case, an incomplete. It'll set up a 2nd and 10 here.
Berwick at the 21-yard line of Lackawanna Trail. Bulldogs trailing 14-0.
Ball on the right hash, wide side of the field to the left.
Hansen wide to the left. Julian Howie wide right. Lisnock now under center. Gives the ball off the left side and a loss to Galusha back at the 23-yard line.
Demetrius Douglas playing the wide side of the field from his outside linebacker position in a good spot. Able to get some penetration. Galusha at least stretching it back to the line of scrimmage. Set up 3rd and 10 from the 21.
So Bulldogs on 3rd down, obviously in 4-down territory, trailing 14-0 as we go under a minute remaining in this half. Slot to the left, slot to the right. Lisnock, empty backfield, awaits the shotgun snap. Caleb Bay in motion left to right, a fake to him. Lisnock back to throw, looking, lobs it up into traffic, and it's incomplete. Dangerous pass by Lisnock.
Yeah, but by design, they're rolling right, and he had great protection. Could have ran it to the outside for at least 5. He had a man in front of him. But it was a design throwback where I think Gabe Decker was going to try to rocket on out from his left tight end position. Coverage was there, though. Another receiver there. 4 people in the area. No chance for the completion. Set up the 4th down try, Jim.
42 seconds remaining in the half. 4th and 10. Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 21-yard line. Slot to the left, slot to the right. Lisnock, empty backfield. Has the snap. Back to throw. Looking to his right, looking to his right. Looking to the end zone. The ball up for grabs, and it's intercepted. Returned down the far sideline, the 20, the 25, and ridden out of bounds across the way as Max Kimmel, the All-State defensive back, with the interception. The Berwick threat ends, and Lackawanna Trail takes over the football with 30 seconds remaining in this half, and the Lions lead this one 14-0.
Desperation 4th down pass, Jim. You have to throw it on up, but boy, I'd throw it on the opposite side where Kimball's not playing. He's just too good. 6'3", you're throwing a fade pattern, you're heaving it up. Go the other way, not in his side. He's just too good. All-Stater, has the frame, he's a baller. And brought it out to about where the line of scrimmage had been. Not that big of a difference in field position had it fallen incomplete. But demoralizing. You just don't like to end the half in that direction.
Let's see how Lackawanna Trail plays it. They've gotten some big chunk plays out of this wing tee. They are in their own territory.
Fullback.
The give is to Logan Edwards, the fullback, straight ahead. He'll pick up just a couple. It looks like they will be content. They will get the football to start the second half, so they are in no hurry. So Berwick started this game well. Good drive in their first possession. Pretty good drive just momentarily, but still nothing on the board for this offense. And they'll go in at the half, trailing. Lackawanna trail 14 and Berwick nothing. You're listening to Berwick Football on Pop Radio.
Are you in the market for a new set of wheels? Once you find it, whether it's a functional grocery getter or a midlife crisis hot rod, the tag and title experts at Berwick Notary in Berwick are open 6 days a week, so you can be rest assured you'll be on the road and legal in no time. Berwick Notary can transfer a title, register an ATV or any kind of vehicle, and they're the only notary in Columbia County that registers boats. Berwick Notary's been serving the Bulldog community for over 40 years, and they proudly support the Berwick Bulldogs. Check out their Facebook page, and go Dogs!
Escape the ordinary this fall. Navigate the unpaved roads in a Mazda CX-50 with as low as 0.9% financing for 60 months or 1.9% for 72 months at W&L Mazda. Maneuver through the city streets in the nimble Mazda CX-30, offering low financing rates or up to $1,000 customer cash. Find your Mazda at W&L, off Route 11 in Northumberland, online at WNLMazda.com or at the Bloomsburg Fair. Financing available to well-qualified applicants. Customer cash cannot be combined with financing rates only with military or loyalty offers. Offer ends 9/30/24. See W&L Mazda for complete offer details.
Free checking for you and your business. No strings attached. Sounds perfect, right? First Keystone Community Bank offers free personal and business checking options with free Visa debit card, no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and no monthly qualifying requirements. Checking with no gimmicks, just what you need. They'll be celebrating 160 years of serving their communities with 19 full-service locations and convenient digital banking tools 24/7. First Keystone Community Bank. Local banking for the community we all call home. Online at fkc.bank. Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC. Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
It's time for the Berwick Bulldogs halftime show on Pop Radio. Brought to you by W&L Subaru, Nissan, and Mazda. Discover the W&L difference today.
Jim Doyle and Andy Lichty from Lions Pride Field in Factoryville as the Bulldogs in their first ever meeting with Lackawanna trail at the break. It was Lackawanna Trail 14 and Berwick nothing. Bulldogs offense started well in this one. They took the opening kickoff to their 25-yard line and marched all the way to the 18-yard line of Lackawanna Trail. They had a 14-yard run by Gavin Galusha, 12-yard run by Jake Lisnock, who got his first career start as the quarterback in this one. But they came up short on a 4th and 4 stop. Lackawanna Trail took over the football and put together a 6-play, 82-yard scoring drive. Isaac Ryan had the long run of 55 yards, so it was fitting that he top it off with an 8-yard touchdown run with 3:58 to go in the first quarter. Ryan with his 3rd touchdown run of this young season. The extra point put up and in by Logan Edwards, and Lackawanna Trail had a 7-0 lead. In the second quarter, Lackawanna Trail using that wing T offense, putting together another good drive. This time setting up a 27-yard field goal attempt by Logan Edwards. But a great play on special teams by Berwick's Billy Hansen blocked the attempt, and the score remains 7-0. In the second quarter, Berwick took a gamble. 4th and 4 at the 39-yard line in their own territory. They elected to go for it. The man was there. The pass beyond his reach. Lackawanna Trail took over in 2 plays, got on the board. Isaac Ryan from 35 yards out. He's had a big first half. Logan Edwards again with the extra point. 14-0 Lackawanna Trail. Berwick took over at their own 23-yard line. They got a break on a face mask penalty that kept the drive alive, but then got moving and reached the 21-yard line of Lackawanna Trail but unfortunately, on a 4th and 10, could not connect as Lisnock went long in a desperation pass near the end zone, and Max Kimmel, the all-state defensive back for Lackawanna Trail, intercepted the ball, returned it. Trail ran out the clock, and they go into halftime leading by a score of 14-0. Later on in the half, we'll be checking with Ashlyn Walshaw for scores of other games. I don't want to steal any of Ashlyn's thunder, but we do have a final score from this afternoon. Hazleton area, the team that will be at Crispin Field next Friday night, won over West Scranton 13-3 in a game that started at 4 o'clock. If that sounds strange,
it is.
A 4 o'clock start on a Friday, let me explain. The game was originally scheduled for tomorrow afternoon in Scranton, but the officials there were worried about the weather forecast. It's pretty nasty for tomorrow, so they decided to reschedule the game for a Friday, but you can't reschedule on short notice a Friday night game because all the officials are tied up. They did get a crew that said, yes, we'll do a 4 o'clock game and then do our night game later. So that's what they decided on. And congratulations to Dennis Bookman and his Cougars of Hazleton area. They win their first game of the season. So they'll bring a 1-2 record into Crispin Field next Friday night. Here it is 14-0. Lackawanna Trail leading Berwick. We'll be back with more of our halftime show. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Experience the difference at Blaze Alexander Family Dealership. For over 40 years, Blaze Alexander has been Central PA's top choice for unbeatable prices. With 20 locations and 11 brands, we have what you want at a price you deserve. Over 4,000 new and pre-owned vehicles available. Why go anywhere else? Stop and shop or check us out online at blazealexander.com. Sales, service, parts, collision.
This is Mike from M&M Carpet One in Bloomsburg. Is this the first time you've shopped with us? Let me explain why you should shop at a Carpet One store. We have over 1,300 store buying power. Carpet One stores sell more floor covering than the 2 big box stores do combined. That means not only do you get the best price, but you get to work with flooring professionals throughout the entire process, from estimates to installation. No one will give you more for your flooring dollar than M&M Carpet One in Bloomsburg.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding, specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, staples. The work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas, now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
Are you on the market for a new set of wheels? Once you find it, whether it's a functional grocery getter or a midlife crisis hot rod, the tag and title experts at Berwick Notary in Berwick are open 6 days a week, so you can be rest assured you'll be on the road and legal in no time. Berwick Notary can transfer a title, register an ATV, or any kind of vehicle, and they're the only notary in Columbia County that registers boats. Berwick Notary's been serving the Bulldog community for over 40 years, and they proudly support the Berwick Bulldogs. Check out their Facebook page, and go Dogs!
W234BH West Hazleton at 94.7. WVWX W242CY Berwick at 96.3. W282CO Bloomsburg at 104.3. And W288CF Danville at 105.5. Your home for Berwick Bulldogs football is Pop Radio, a Seven Mountains media station. WHLM Bloomsburg.
Jim Doyle and Andy Linkney from Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. We're at halftime. The Berwick High School Marching Band, under the direction of Anthony McDonald, entertaining the crowd here. Lackawanna Trail's Isaac Runyon entertaining the crowd as well with 2 touchdown runs. Lackawanna Trail with a 14-0 lead at the half. Andy, obviously the wing T was a problem for Berwick in the half, but the problem, and the biggest problem, remains on offense. Because not only are the Bulldogs not scoring, but last week, 3 of the 4 touchdowns scored by Mid-Valley came on short fields. Tonight, 1 of the touchdowns by Lackawanna Trail. So you're not scoring, you're putting the defense in non-advantageous positions. They're just not clicking.
Well, you did opt to take the risk in your own side of the field to set up the second score. But, you know, sometime you're saying we've got to make something happen. We've got to make something happen. Let's show the guys we have faith in them, and they should be able to get the yards we need. And it just doesn't always work that way. Berwick's had some drives where they've gone from one side of the field, crossed the 50, down toward the other, but they just tend to stall out. And even in those drives, a lot of third and longs and even fourth down plays to keep those drives going. So you'd like to see a little better offensive continuity, and especially as you approach the red zone, to have a plan of getting into the end zone. You have to be able to do that.
It looked so good in that opening possession. Berwick doing what they couldn't do the entire game last week at Mid-Valley, and that is running the ball effectively. But then after that, just couldn't get it going. The most frustrating thing, and you heard C.J. Curry refer to it during his show before, is Berwick has more speed than any Berwick team's had in a long time, but they just haven't been able to exploit that.
You have the speed where guys can't get the touches on the football. You've had a couple that have been thrown to receivers where they drop it, or you throw it to the receiver flaring out of the backfield, and boom, here comes, you know, an all-state corner and Max Kimmel to make the stop. Or the quarterback's a little off, or the receiver's a little dropsy. No, you need to be able to get that speed to really generate the chunk plays for you, and it just hasn't been happening yet so far in 2.5 football games. And I don't know exactly what the answer is, but Berwick certainly would like to solve that and have these big play potential guys become big play guys.
Yeah, they're just a tick off. We've seen plays in that first half where Jake Lisnock had a man open, overthrew him. We've seen plays where Jake Lisnock had a man open, hit him, and it was dropped. It's just putting that all together.
It is frustrating. And, you know, they seem to have good opening scripts where things start out good, and then you see what the defense is doing, and you make a little adjustment to the script, and sometimes you make the wrong adjustments, and maybe that opening script was the way to go. Come back to that original game plan, and we'll see what happens. I like when they try to do the power running, but, you know, this is a tough team. They play good, solid defense. It's hard to go 3 downs on the run and get the chains. And then when you go into the passing, and if it's just not there and it's not clicking, you're in trouble too. And, boy, you turn it over to Lackawanna Trail with that wing tee. They know how to make that offense click.
They did, especially with Isaac Ryan. Again, coming from that wing position, and Bulldogs have not had an answer for him. They trail Lackawanna Trail at the break by a score of 14-0. We'll check other scores with Ashlyn Walshaw when we return. You're listening to Bulldogs Football on Pop Radio.
Save on appliances during the Labor Day savings event going on now through September 11th at Flick Brothers Electric. Enjoy great savings on select appliances throughout the store. Flick Brothers Electric has all the top-notch name brand appliances you could ever dream of. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwaves, stoves. They even give free estimates on Fujitsu ductless air conditioner heat pump units. Flick Brothers Electric on Maple Lane, keeping Bloomsburg cool, clean, and cooking for 70 years. Call 570-784-3444.
Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas of Berwick. The roofing experts for all of our listening area. With over 30 years experience and great rates, why go anywhere else when Red's Roofing will get the job done right for your roofing, decks, and siding. Specializing in metal roofs, rubber roofs, and shingles. Most of the work is done in one day. Red's Roofing, the roofing ninjas. Now located in Dushore and also serving Bradford and Sullivan counties with owner Harry Titus, a supporter of the Berwick football team and St. Jude Children's Hospital. Call 570-752-4351.
We're here at Ken Pollock in Berwick, and Ken is here with us. And Ken, you've been here for the last 10 years or so. Has Berwick welcomed you?
Absolutely. I think we align perfectly as a group with the Berwick community. We're community-driven. We love servicing the people down here. We have great deals every day, whatever stage in life you might be at, looking for a car for your kid, family, whatever it might be. We have a huge selection here, and whatever you have, bring it down, and we'll service it for you as well. Our people are very eager and very knowledgeable about the product that we do have, so we really want to help you out and make you a part of the Ken Pollock family.
When you're shopping for insurance, you might say, "What? Huh?"
I'm so over this.
But what you really need to say is something that could actually help.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
When you get a local State Farm agent, they can help make it easy and help you choose the coverage you need. Plus, they're available online, over the phone, or even in person.
I'm so into this. Visit your Bloomsburg State Farm agent, Sean Black, at insurebloomsburg.com.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Halftime from Lions Pride Stadium in Factorville. Berwick in their first meeting with Lackawanna Trail, trailing at the half, 14-0. Berwick football powered by Lehigh Valley Orthopedic Institute and the region's only nationally ranked hospital for orthopedics by U.S. News and World Report. Our team is ranked among the top 20 in the nation and is your unrivaled partner for orthopedic care. Again, the score here, 14-0. Lackawanna Trail over Berwick. For an update on other scores as we hit weekend number 3 of the high school football season, let's return to Pop Radio and Ashlyn Walshaw.
Thanks, Jim. On last count, Crestwood leads Tunkhannock 27-7 in the first. Dallas leads Abington Heights 7-0 in the first. Pittston area leads Nanticoke 40-0 in the second. Hanover and Holy Cross are tied 0-0 in the first as of last count. Lake Lehman leads Northwest 35-0 at half. Mid-Valley leads Old Forge 21-10 in the second. Valley View and Wilkes-Barre area tied 7-7 in the second. Western Wayne leads Wyoming area 20-10 in the second. North Pocono and Wyoming Valley West are tied 0-0 in the first. That was the last count. Lewisburg leads Bloomsburg 14-3 at half. Executive Education Academy leads Central Columbia 12-0 in the second. Columbia Montorvo Tech leads Montrose 44-0 in the second. Danville leads Montoursville 9-8 at half. Jersey Shore leads Selinsgrove 35-7 in the second. Loyalsock leads Hughesville 6-0 in the second. Warrior Run leads Midwest 50-0 in the second. Mount Carmel leads Mifflinburg 26-20 in the second. Shamokin leads Shikellamy 42-0 in the second. Troy leads South Williamsport 35-0 at the half. Southern Columbia leads Milton 28-7 in the second. And again, Hazleton area beat West Scranton 13-3. That's final. Now back to Lion Proud Stadium with Andy and Jim.
Okay, thank you very much, Ashlyn. Here it is 14-0 as Lackawanna Trail leads Berwick. And considering the offensive struggles for Berwick, again, they scored in their first possession of the opening game. That offense has not scored since. This first possession by Lackawanna Trail is going to be huge for the Bulldogs. They cannot go down 3 scores and realistically, the way they're struggling offensively, have any hope in this one. So it's going to be up to the defense to somehow solve that Delaware wing tee and get a stop to start this second half.
Yeah, sometime when you think of the wing tee with all the deception, all the fakes, double handoffs and all of that, you can force a turnover. Berwick would really like to see a big impact play of some sort, getting some penetration, getting a sack, hitting people at the mesh point, forcing the fumble. But one of the things Lackawanna Trail does, and good wing tee teams will do, winning teams will do, is you work against any type of turnover. You drill it, you work your execution, you make sure you have good hands, people who aren't going to fumble the ball. We'll see how it goes as we get started to kick this one off.
We have not seen one staple of the Delaware wing tee.
No.
Something that I've always called the inside reverse. It's 2 different running backs handling off the football. But I was informed by Steve Jervis this week that in the lexicon of the true believers in the Delaware wing tee, that is called the counter crisscross.
Counter crisscross.
So if we see it again, I'll get it right.
I'll have to tell Jimmy Roth that.
Yeah.
I wonder if he knows the lingo. There's a whole, cult of wing tee, and these coaches get to know each other, and how do you do this, and what do you do with that. A handful of college coaches still embrace it, but I remember they used to call up Rocky Reese and say, Rocky, what do you do when this guy's doing this? Oh, you run it this way and you run it that. And there's a whole numbering system, a uniform type of numbering system for everyone who'd run the wing tee by the book. But I've never heard the crisscross, what? Crisscross something, Jimmy.
Caleb Bell will kick it off for Berwick. And two very dangerous return men, the halfbacks in that Delaware wing tee offense, Demetrius Douglas and Isaac Ryan, who had the big first half with the 2 touchdown runs and another long run that set it up. Bell's kick is a low line drive kick, fielded on a hop, and going down on one knee to field it was Douglas, but let's see, there's a flag down back where the ball was kicked.
You would anticipate Berwick with the running start got past the 40-yard line before the kick came off. So while the kick is scooped by a man on one knee who downs himself, Berwick's going to have to re-kick. Keep an eye on how this plays out, Jim. It wasn't bad that they had no return, but it didn't go all that far either.
Yeah, we'll see if that was intentional or just a missed kick by Caleb Bell. So the ball back at the 35-yard line. He'll try it again. This time, same thing. Skitters along the turf. Picked up at the 25-yard line. A hole up the middle. Down the far sideline, 40. 35-30, and Demetrius Douglas is going to take the second half kickoff for a touchdown.
Yeah, should have stayed onside on the first kick when he scooped it and had it down there and make the offense do it. Demetrius Douglas will do it either way, whether it's from his halfback position or on kick returns. Basically caught it, took it up the middle, got the blocking by his people as Berwick gets moved out of their lanes. He splits things up the center, uses his speed, and takes it all the way in.
So it didn't take long for Lackawanna Trail to add to their lead. In fact, just 15 seconds into this second half, Logan Edwards had a field goal block, but he's 2 for 2 in extra points. Tyler Jervis will attempt the extra point. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout in the field, 11:45 to go in the third. Lackawanna Trail, 21, Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Family tradition is the foundation of Nespoli Jewelers, a family tradition started by Joseph Nespoli and continued by his grandson Jonathan. For 3 generations, Nespoli Jewelers have prided themselves on mixing fine with fashion. Jonathan can customize your engagement ring and wedding bands, design a unique piece of jewelry inspired by you, or simply help you find an affordable gift. Service, quality, creativity. Nespoli Jewelers. Yesterday's principles, today's creations. East Front Street in Berwick and online at nespolijewelers.com.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Demetrius Douglas, a 5'10", 185-pound senior, electrifies the home crowd on the second half kickoff, a 75-yard kick return score as Lackawanna Trail builds the lead over Berwick to 21-0. And the kickoff by Holden Edwards, and Berwick with 2 men deep. Bulldogs moving from our right to our left. This kick is very, very high, and Bank is down around the 5 to the far side, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and brought down right about the 20-yard line. Personnel, and boy, Lackawanna Trail has 2 terrific halfbacks.
Kind of thrive on the collision of the sport. Great running backs.
1st and 10, Berwick from their own 28-yard line. Ashton Smith is the quarterback. He throws it out here to Billy Hansen, who cannot hang on. So it's a drop by him. It wasn't going anywhere anyhow, as Lackawanna Trail covered it well. 2nd and 10.
Low pass down around his ankles, but, you know, receiver's supposed to catch everything.
played pretty well in that opener against Lake Lehman. Struggled last week at Mid-Valley. Jake Lisnock. Smith out near the 45-yard line.
Yeah, really got himself on the corner. To the ground. Beautiful run.
17 yards on the run by Ashton Smith. Berwick first out at their own 45-yard line. 3 receivers to the left. Smith out of the gun, back to throw. Pump fake once, and then he throws it right to Kimmel, who's going to take it in for a touchdown. Max Kimmel goes the distance, 40 yards, and the lead balloons.
He hesitated. He got it in shotgun snap, looked to the left, looked right at the receivers, kind of went with the arm like he was going to throw. Indecisive, it wasn't there. And then he decides to throw it anyway in that direction after, choosing not to. And boy, I would never throw to the side where Max Kimmel's playing.
No, anywhere but.
Anywhere but.
He's an all-stater for a reason. His second interception of this game. Holden Edwards will attempt the extra point. And this third quarter has been a nightmare for the Bulldogs. 2 touchdowns for Lackawanna Trail in a minute and 14 seconds. Kick is up. Kick is good. 10:46 to go in the third. Lackawanna Trail 28, Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number 1 when you have to go number 2.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Lackawanna Trail's broken this one open with 2 touchdowns in a minute 14 seconds of the second half. They lead Berwick 28-0. Still a lot of time to go here in the third. Edwards will kick it off. Holden Edwards with the kick. Very high and deep, and Bankus at the 9-yard line to the far side, the 10, the 15, the 20, still on his feet. A nice return by Sean Bankus out to about the 33-yard line.
Tyler Jervis, Lackawanna Trail's quarterback, has been involved on the specialty team plays, making another tackle there. Bankus takes it. Comes up deliberately, looking to go in, looking to go out, but the Lions all stayed in their lanes and nowhere to run.
So Ashton Smith's last pass was taken back for a touchdown by Max Kimmel.
He'll stay in there.
With the football at their 31-yard line. Give the ball to Galusha, and he gets nowhere. Brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Man had contained, and he wasn't going to be able to get around him without really backtracking about 10, 12 yards. Tried to plant and turn it upfield. He saw Colin Owen standing in front of him, and his feet went out from under him. So fortunate to get back to the line of scrimmage for Gavin Galusha.
Second out and 10. Berwick at their own 30-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. Galusha, the running back, to the right of Ashton Smith, who awaits the shotgun snap, and he has it. He's back to throw, and he fires, and he has his man. And a completion for a first down to Ty Wilkerson. Made some nice moves after the catch.
Yeah, one of the men in the far side in the slot. He broke inside, not quite a slant pattern, but trying to find a seam. Hit him at about 4 or 5 yards, and then some nice running after the catch by Ty Wilkerson.
14 yards on the reception. First and 10, Berwick at their own 44-yard line. Ty Ty came into the game as the leading receiver for the Bulldogs, gets one there. He's now in a slot to the left. Julian Howie outside of him from the 44-yard line. Ashton Smith, fake handoff, wants to throw, fires over the middle, and it's knocked out incomplete. That's a great defensive play by Kimmel as the pass on target from Ashton Smith.
Linebacker along the way may have tipped it halfway through the route, and then Kimmel diving at sort of knee length. Almost had his third interception, Jim. He's upset with himself. He couldn't hold on to that.
And that was as good a play as you'll see.
Oh, beautiful.
Because the pass on target. 2nd and 10. Bulldogs from their 44. The call goes to Galusha, and Galusha will get just a yard. Straight ahead to the 45-yard line, bring up 3rd down and 9.
Blake Stage, inside linebacker, getting penetration. Not sure if it was a called blitz or just reading it that quickly. But Berwick's line not able to get the blocks they need to spring Galusha on these inside runs.
3rd down and 9. Bulldogs at their own 46-yard line. We're in the 3rd quarter. Lackawanna Trail leading 28-0. Wide receiver right, slot to the left. Ashton Smith out of the gun. They're coming on a blitz. Smith back to throw, looking long down the far side, intended for Julian Howie, and overthrown. Double coverage down there around the 33-yard line.
Yeah, cornerback Brandon Kalinowski stayed deeper. He wasn't going to let the speedster get by him, so he had pretty good position. In position to knock it away, and as you mentioned, the safety also coming over to get coverage.
Berwick did a good job that time picking up the blitz, as it was a clean pocket for Ashton Smith, but could not connect. Brandon Kalinowski back anticipating a punt from Sean Bankus. Or maybe he'll run 80 yards.
I'd like that.
Last week.
I was just going to say it.
Mid-Valley after a
he
bad
was a
snap.
highlight reel.
Good snap. And the kick is away. Nice kick. Very, very high. Kalinowski will let it roll. And will roll dead near the 25-yard line of Lackawanna Trail. So Trail has scored 2 touchdowns in this 3rd quarter, but this will be their first offensive snap. They lead 28-0, 8:14 to go in the quarter. They've scored on a kick return and an interception return.
And of course, when they take the offensive snaps, they've been featuring the wing tee, mostly with a singleton fullback and 2 wing backs, one of whom comes in motion. And then from there, you see who's going to get the ball, or you try to see who's going to get the ball, as they run it very well with their deception.
1st and 10. Lions at their 23-yard line. A wing to either side. Man in motion. And straight ahead for a gain of about 5 is the fullback, Holden Edwards.
Yeah,
he is
nice
the
run.
place kicker. He's also an alternate for the fullback position. He gets to the 27. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Some people, like Southern Columbia that runs the wing tee, they'll use the fullback a lot. Lions don't. Just kind of a change of pace.
Yeah, some people like to feature that belly play that the fullback runs. In fact, some of Southern's best players ever have played it at fullback.
2nd and 6 from the 27-yard line. Handoff to halfback coming around from the wing position and picking up the 1st down out near the 35-yard line. Isaac Ryan adds to his big totals on the night as he'll pick up 8. 1st and 10 for the Lions.
Again, you can see it if you're just watching it from behind the down linemen, if they're holding themselves and not getting blocked. But this team opens the seam at the point of attack. These runners get the ball from motion or whatever position it is. They have that head of steam, and then they run with a physicality.
1st and 10. Lions at their 35. Tyler Jervis, son of head coach Steve Jervis, gives the ball to Holden Edwards straight ahead. This time Berwick's all over the play. Nico Lonsinski among the people in on the play.
Yeah, that time they held their ground. They weren't opening that seam and the B gap off the left side. nowhere for Holden Edwards to run.
Give a yard to the 36. Second down and 9 for Lackawanna Trail. Clock running, 6:24 remaining in this third quarter. And they have the big lead at 28-0. Second and 9. Sean Dwyer's in there as a halfback now. They give to Ryan, and flags down the play. Like a horse collar coming against Berwick as Chase Shuckers brings down Ryan at about the 41-yard line.
Yeah, J.J. Leonard reached over to make the tackle, and that's where they're going to call the horse collar. It's a safety concern, but, you know, if I'm a coach, I'm not yelling at J.J. Leonard. Get a piece of the guy, you get anything you can. You know, he's not in the spot where he's the one to make the tackle. He's reaching from a man over. He kind of spins him down, but illegally, and they'll march the penalty off.
Face mask against the Bulldogs.
The penalty will be a long one to the Berwick 44-yard line.
4-yard line, first and 10 Tigers.
Seems these runners always get a good head of steam and a little bit of a seam at the point of attack, Jim. They have this wing T mastered. Very tight splits in their offensive line.
Kimmel wide to the right side. Let's see if they go long as they're out of the shotgun now. Back to throw is Jervis, and he fires out of the backfield. Intended for Dwyer. Did not get there. Good pressure on the quarterback that time by J.J. Leonard.
Yeah, and I thought he had a nice play reaching to make the tackle, at least an aggressive, physical type of play, even though it resulted in a penalty on the last play. Here he's able to get off and get a good drive and push that quarterback who's in shotgun, pretty much telegraphing that he's going to pass.
Second down and 10. Lions at the Berwick 44-yard line. They move from our left to our right. As Holden Edwards is the fullback. Dwyer comes in motion, takes the handoff, tries to sweep the left side, has some running room, and Dwyer down to the 35-yard line. So Sean Dwyer showing some quicks, coming from that wing position right and sweeping the left side. Gets 9 to the 35-yard line, third down and 1.
And a different look, not the half-moon motion and taking it deep, but just coming across right behind the center, almost as if he could have taken the snap if he wanted. But he's coming right across the line of scrimmage and then turning it upfield using his speed to maximize the run.
Third down and 1. Lions at the Bulldog 35. Holden Edwards is the fullback. Jervis, quarterback keeper, straight ahead behind his center. Looks like he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, I believe he does. I noticed that Sean Dwyer kind of came in motion and wanted to push the pile. I don't think you're allowed to do that in high school, but not a question where it impacted the play, and they let it go.
First and 10. Lackawanna Trail can put on a score here. We will be in the mercy rule. This has 4:27 to go in the third. They're already leading 28-0. Dwyer left side. Isaac Ryan is the wing to the right, and Ryan comes in motion. Fake to him. Jervis back to throw. Has a man wide open. The pass comes up short. He had a man by himself at the 25-yard line.
Yeah, Blake Stage snuck on out. With all the different motion, you expect the ball to be handed out. He delayed, stemmed himself out into the flat, but the ball comes up short. He has to get down to his ankles. At a standstill, can't make the play.
I'm not a mind reader, but I think I can read Brent Stage's mind right now. They target me once a game, I'm wide open, and they throw it into the ground.
Yeah, that would have been his first catch of the season.
Second and 10 from the Berwick 33-yard line. Wing to either side. Jervis under center. Gives the ball on a sweep to Douglas. He's got running room down the far side and finally ridden out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Demetrius Douglas with the run. He's had a big night as well. It'll be first and goal for Lackawanna Trail.
Yeah, we haven't seen as much of the starting running backs, Isaac Ryan or here Demetrius Douglas. But in this situation, they give him the touch, takes it from the left side over the right, turns it into a sweep, finds the sideline, and speeds on down.
First and goal for Lackawanna Trail at the Berwick 5. 3:57 remaining in this third. Kimmel wide left. Douglas on a wing right. And Ryan to the left. Jervis under center. Ryan comes in motion, takes the handoff, sweeps the right side. Berwick is there. Good defense that time.
Yes, it was, Jim, and I've been featuring that particular J.J. Leonard. They ran in his direction. He sidestepped away from the blocker, put that runner in a bear hug, and gave him no room to advance.
No gain. Second and goal for the Lions at the Berwick 5-yard line.
Be a great place to have a goal line stand, Jim. Would be a morale builder.
Douglas, the wing to the right. Ryan to the left. Douglas comes in motion, takes the handoff off the left side. Demetrius Douglas is in for a touchdown for Lackawanna Trail.
Wing back on the right side, comes in the half-moon motion, takes it, and heads to the opposite C-gap. He has extra blockers leading the way, and he's able to pound his way on in. Lackawanna Trail player Cooper Castellano being helped off the field after that score.
So a 5-yard touchdown run for Douglas, and we are an extra point away from the mercy rule, as Holden Edwards will attempt the extra point. Tyler Jervis will hold. Snap, placement, kick is up, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field. 3:13 remaining in the third. Lackawanna Trail 35, Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
The all-new Willows Golf Course and Events venue in Berwick is making strides this fall. They'll be taking reservations at the end of the year for any of the 3 fully renovated event rooms with their own new delectable menu options, bar offerings, and comfortable room accommodations. Check out their Facebook page for updates and information on how to book your next corporate event or special day at the Willows Golf Course and Event venue in Berwick. The Willows is a proud supporter of the Berwick Bulldogs.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Nice drive by Lackawanna Trail, 77 yards for the Lions in 10 plays. Demetrius Douglas in for the score, 35-0. So we are in the mercy rule mode. Lackawanna Trail putting it on Berwick as Holden Edwards will kick it off. Low line drive kick. Fielded by one of the up at the 25-yard line. Good return out to the 41. It's Gavin Galusha on the return for the Bulldogs.
You know, it is mercy rule, Jim, but defense has only given up 3 of the touchdowns. Kick return touchdown, interception return touchdown kind of inflates that score. It's not that the defense has been playing great defense against the wing T. This is a polished wing T with 2 good running backs. Just a tricky system to try to stop. But when you see 35-0 and you're thinking blowout, you got to factor in a kick return touchdown and an interception return touchdown.
So Berwick trying to get on the board. They have it at their 40-yard line. Under center is Ashton Smith, gives it off to Galusha off the right side. He's got some running room and cut down the open field, short of the first down yardage at about the 49.
Isaac Ryan making the tackle, Jim, but a nice sweeping action there as they got it to Galusha. Looked very strong in there as he ran off the side. It'll just be a yard short of the yard to gain.
Second down and 1, Berwick at their 49. Slot to the left side. Galusha is the running back. Smith gives the ball to Gavin, hit behind the line of scrimmage, breaks free and gets the first down. Boy, that's a hard run by Gavin Galusha to the Lackawanna Trail 48-yard line.
Yeah, they had penetration by Calix Douglas, right side of the defensive tackle, came on through the C gap. So Galusha had to kind of reach down, push the helmet down, kick step away from that, and get wide before he could earn the first down.
At the Lackawanna Trail 48-yard line. Ashton Smith now will operate out of the gun with a slot to the right side and Galusha to his right. Ashton back to throw. Fires to the sideline, coming back and making a grab.
Hansen.
The catch is made by Billy Hansen down to the 39, very close to a first down yardage. Nice comeback by Hansen. Good throw by Ashton Smith. And the Bulldogs move the sticks, I believe.
Executed well, Jim. Yeah, they're going to move the sticks. He ran a hook pattern. He's really wide on the Berwick sideline. Ran down, used the speed, backed the corner off, stopped. Ball's being delivered, catches it at the numbers. Tries a little spin move, but can't shake away from that cornerback.
10 yards on the reception by Hansen. 1st and 10, Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 38-yard line. Smith fakes handoff, rolls left, stops, plants the feet, looking long downfield, one-on-one situation, and it will be incomplete. When you throw at Max Kimmel, you're going to lose those one-on-one situations.
And even if you have a step on him, Jim, he's 6'3", and he has the inside position, and you didn't have much of a step on him. So even if it's thrown on the money, he's going to go up with the 6'3" frame, and he's going to knock it away, if not take it away. I'm just stunned Berwick doesn't, put the receivers opposite him. They have all these different speedsters. Throw to a different guy on the other side of the field.
That is the end of the third quarter play. With the score, Lackawanna Trail 35 and Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
This is Berwick football coach CJ Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Jim Doyle and Andy Lickney from Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. Lackawanna Trail leading Berwick 35-0. When it's Mercy Rule, it's story time. And Andy, Dick Purnell was a long-time Shikellamy coach and used the Delaware wing tee. And he coached Jim Roth, who went on to win 14 state championships in Southern Columbia. And years later, Dick said to Jim, he says, they fired my butt. He didn't say butt, because they said that offense will never work. Thanks for showing them they're wrong.
Yeah, not only Jim Roth showing them they're wrong, but here at Lackawanna Trail, Steve Jervis is showing them they're wrong.
Bulldogs from the Lackawanna Trail 38. Ashton Smith back to throw, looking long. Then it opens up for him. He's on the run at the 30, hit hard in the open field, down around the 26-yard line. So Ashton Smith had a long run before, and that one opened up for him. And he gets another first down, this one at the 27, 11 yards in the pickup.
Yeah, paid the price at the end. Demetrius Douglas eventually zeroed in and put a shot into his ribs. But good decision. He stood tall in the pocket, even though they kind of pushed his own tackle back into him. He bounced around it, kept bouncing to the left, nothing open. He says, hey, I have the lane here. I'm going to run it.
The ball at the 26-yard line of the Lions. Berwick moving from our left to our right in this final period with a first down. Smith has the shotgun snap, and he's back to throw. He fires. The ball is batted down, incomplete. At the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the rush came on strong, and he just didn't have the height to get it over or any type of way to get it around him.
Calix Douglas, at 6'2", 180 pounds, makes that play. 2nd and 10, Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 26-yard line. Steve Jervis will do some substituting here with that big lead early here in the fourth. 3 receivers to the right. Smith out of the gun. As the snap, gives it to Galusha. He's hit behind the line. He'll lose yardage. Back to the 30-yard line.
Calix Douglas yet again, Jim. We saw him with penetration, forcing Galusha back in the previous series. We saw him bat that pass away on the previous play. And here he is again, showcasing his talents. The loss of about 4 yards there.
3rd down and 14. Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 30. Again, the Bulldogs looking for their first offensive score since the first possession of the season opener. Gabe Decker is the tight end to the left. Trips to the right. Smith, a quick out to Billy Hansen. Looking for some running room. Nothing there. And he is hit. The ball pops loose. And they're saying Lackawanna Trail football. So Hansen with the fumble. The Lions come up with it, take over the football with 9:33 to go in their lead at 35-0.
He's the inside man and trips. They throw it to him. It's nice, easy pass. He holds it, but when he starts up, there's no one at all to block for him. By design, there's not going to be anywhere there. I think he would need to catch that and spin out to the wider receivers. Couldn't do that. He had to elude 3 people. The hard hit by Demetrius Douglas jars the ball free.
Lackawanna Trail with the football. With that big lead, they have their backliners in. Lucas Filipek, 6'4", 175-pound quarterback, will have the snap after the Berwick timeout. We have 9:22 to go. 35-0 Lackawanna Trail. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is proud to be keeping generations of beautiful smiles across Bulldog Nation. Dr. Susan Ermish, Dr. Nathaniel Fluke, and their staff practice general and restorative dentistry, and they're open Monday through Friday. Whether you need a simple cleaning or a complicated procedure, Berwick Dental Arts will see that you have the best smile so you can be your best. Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is a proud supporter of Berwick Bulldogs football. Visit their website at berwickdentalarts.com.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Jim Doyle, Andy Ulickney from Lions Pride Stadium in Factoryville. It's been a rough night for us in the booth and for Berwick on the field. 35-0 is the lead for Lackawanna Trail. Steve Jervis has gone to his backups as the Lions put it in play at their 38-yard line. Give off the left side. It'll be a loss back to the 36-yard line as Skylar Neville puts the hit on Tim Richmond, the ball carrier.
Yeah, Berwick, I think, may have used that timeout, Jim, to also do a lot of substituting, get some other people involved, give them some time, get them some experience.
2nd down and 12.
Mike Perry coming into the offensive line. Lanzinski, a youngster, still staying in there.
Ball at the Lions' 37-yard line. Filipek hands off to Dwyer. Has some running room off the right side. And Dwyer, who was in there earlier with the first liners, picks up about 4 to the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Jake Lisnop playing strong at defensive end on the left side, tangling him up, preventing him from gaining any yardage.
3rd down call coming. What a job Steve Jervis has done here at Lackawanna Trail. His record is unbelievable. This will be 115 victory for him against just 61 losses. Made to the state finals 2018, made to the quarterfinals last year. The call, Richmond off the left side. Skylar Neville will bring it down for a loss back to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, real nice play. Defensive end showing their stuff. Checking out some of the other numbers in there. Braden Schaefer in there at safety. Seeing Brady McCabe in there doing some linebacking. Shiloh Escobar in the secondary.
Saw Everett Snyder was on the field that last time. We didn't expect to see him. He sat out last game with an injury.
Brock Sims at a linebacker position.
Sean Bank is back in single safety for Berwick. Max Kimmel will do the punting.
Only 8 yards deep. No, wrong
Snap.
guy.
Kick is away. Bankus over the shoulder, grab at the 30. Turns the corner at the 35 to the 40, down that far sideline, and ridden out of bounds across the way. So Berwick will have it. Good field position with 6:53 to go in the game. And Lackawanna Trail leading 35-0. Stay with us for our post game. Ashlyn Walshaw will bring you updated on all the scores from this, the third weekend of the 2024 high school football season. Earlier today, it was Hazelberry getting their first win, 13-3 over West Scranton. We tell you that because the Cougars will be at Crispin Field for the Bulldogs' next outing next Friday night. 1st and 10 from midfield for Berwick. Now some confusion as Berwick tries to get their full alignment of substitutes on the field. It's the handoff up the middle for a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
Trying to catch the number. I think it was Brett on.
Line, Connor Roberts on the carry for the Bulldogs. 6 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 4. Bulldogs getting a lineman on late. From the 44-yard line, flags down the play.
Might have 12 men on the field. We'll have
Maybe
to see.
too many people out there. So they got to
trying hard to get substitutes in, Jim. They want to get people in, give them some time, let them get some playing experience as they can, and sometimes you're not sure who or where you happen to be going. That time Berwick had one too many people come on out.
So it's not an official timeout, but they had all 11 players gathered around head coach C.J. Curry. Now they'll try to get set. The give off the right side. Connor Roberts will get to the 45-yard line. Connor Roberts is a 5'9", 155-pound ninth grader for the Bulldogs. Picked up 4 there. It'll be 3rd down and about 5 from the Lackawanna Trail 45-yard line. So we go under 5 minutes remaining in this one. Ashton Smith stays in there, gives it to Roberts off the left side. Roberts running hard, gets the 1st down. Connor Roberts with a hard run of 6 yards to the 39-yard line.
Grayson Chabel met him right about the chains, but he dropped his shoulder and said, hey, I'm going to get that 1st down. I like the attitude at the end of the run.
Brett Eisenhower in the game for Berwick as well, as they have a 1st down at the Lackawanna Trail 39-yard line. 2 blocking backs in there to the right. Smith back to throw, looking, fires downfield, and the ball is caught on the far side. A completion down to the 20-yard line. Shiloh Escobar with the catch for the Bulldogs. So a nice throw by Ashton Smith. Escobar has his first catch of the season, and it will be down around the 18-yard line. So a 21-yard completion to Escobar. 1st and 10. Berwick trying to get on the board here. From the 18. Call goes to Connor Roberts. Tries the right side and nothing doing. No gain on the play.
Runs a little tall. Of course, he has a tall, sort of lanky body to go with. They need to open a seam for him to find anywhere to run that time. Defense closed it down.
3:30 remaining in the game. Second down. Berwick, 10 to go from the 18-yard line. Two blocking backs to the right. Roberts is the running back. Fake to him. Smith is going to keep it. Try to get outside left, and he won't get there. It's a nice tackle in the open field.
Braden Martinez coming up, one of the substitutes for Lackawanna Trail. Not fooled as the quarterback does, bootleg with it. I thought he had the corner, but Martinez sees it and makes the nice solo tackle out there.
Third down and 10. Berwick from the Lackawanna Trail 18-yard line. Smith under center. Roberts, the lone running back. Blocking backs to the right. Smith back to throw. Rolling right. Fires a pass incomplete. Had a man at the 10-yard line beyond his reach. So it is 4th and 10. Berwick at the Lackawanna Trail 18.
Looking at those blocking backs, Jim, and one of them is wearing a number 72, Mike Perry. Oversized for that position. It says 5'10", 215. Looks a bit bigger than that.
2:05 as the clock continues to run under the mercy rules. Here's the 4th down call. Smith, play action. Back to throw. Looking long for the end zone. He has a man, and it's knocked down incomplete. Nice play deep in the end zone, and Lackawanna Trail will take over the football.
Yeah, Brandon Kalinowski has shown that he can play. Of course, the feature player is Max Kimmel, the guy with all the interceptions, all state credentials. But Brandon Kalinowski, it's hard to go in his direction as well. He's always in position to knock it away.
1:13 remaining. We'll see if Lackawanna Trail goes to the victory formation here from their own 18-yard line.
I think when you have the subs in, you may as well let them run some plays. It's not like you're in a great chance of breaking one and, you know, loading up the scoreboard.
From the 18, Philippic is the quarterback. Timeout called Lackawanna Trail. With 1:25 to go, they lead 35-0. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Mason's Monogramming has the largest selection of Bulldog items in Berwick. Family owned with more than 35 years experience. And new Bulldog wear for every age, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, polos, hats, and more. They even make online fundraising easy for you. Stop in today to discuss your next fundraising opportunity. You can also shop at masonsmonogramming.com for their new inventory and select in-person pickup or shipping right to you. Follow their Instagram at Mason's Monogramming for their latest new items. Mason's Monogram Service in Berwick. Let them personalize for you.
W234BH West Hazelton at 94.7, WVWX W242CY Berwick at 96.3, W282CO Bloomsburg at 104.3, and W288CF Danville at 105.5.
Your home for Berwick Bulldogs football is Pop Radio,
A Seven Mountains media station.
WHLM Bloomsburg.
Lackawanna Trail with the ball at their own 18-yard line. Under 2 minutes to go in this one. The call straight ahead, running play for a couple. As time for another play or two as the clock runs with 1:12 to go.
We were a little surprised by that timeout earlier, Jim. I think they might have only had 10 men on the field, and I think they wanted to get a couple plays for these number twos in there, and rather than have it flagged or just, you know, go nowhere, they used a timeout to get the personnel straight.
Well, I think they put the first string back in, not to run it up, but to take a knee.
Yeah, I think you're right.
As Tyler Service will do just that. So impressive win for Lackawanna Trail as they mercy rule Berwick here in their home opener. The clock winds down, and that will do it. The final, Lackawanna Trail 35 and Berwick nothing. You're listening to Bulldogs football and Pop Radio.
We're here at Ken Pollock in Berwick, and Ken is here with us. And Ken, you've been here for the last 10 years or so. Has Berwick welcomed you?
Absolutely. I think we align perfectly as a group with the Berwick community. We're community-driven. We love servicing the people down here. We have great deals every day, whatever stage in life you might be at, looking for a car for your kid, family, whatever it might be. We have a huge selection here, and whatever you have, bring it down, and we'll service it for you as well. Our people are very eager and very knowledgeable about the product that we do have, so we really want to help you out and make you a part of the Ken Pollock family.
Free checking for you and your business. No strings attached. Sounds perfect, right? First Keystone Community Bank offers free personal and business checking options with free Visa debit card, no monthly fees, no minimum balance, and no monthly qualifying requirements. Checking with no gimmicks, just what you need. They'll be celebrating 160 years of serving their communities with 19 full-service locations and convenient digital banking tools 24/7. First Keystone Community Bank. Local banking for the community we all call home. Online at fkc.bank. Equal Opportunity Lender, member FDIC.
Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is proud to be keeping generations of beautiful smiles across Bulldog Nation. Dr. Susan Ermish, Dr. Nathaniel Fluke, and their staff practice general and restorative dentistry, and they're open Monday through Friday. Whether you need a simple cleaning or a complicated procedure, Berwick Dental Arts will see that you have the best smile so you can be your best. Berwick Dental Arts, 9th Street in Berwick, is a proud supporter of Berwick Bulldogs football. Visit their website at berwickdentalarts.com.
Planning your next big event? Weddings, concerts, church festivals, even construction sites. Preferred Portables has you covered. Preferred Portables offers a luxury restroom trailer that even has hot water. No power? No problem. They can provide a generator to keep the lights on. They even provide sanitary service to campgrounds, parks, parties, and have 24-hour emergency service. Contact Preferred Portables to learn about event and contractor pricing. Check out their website, preferredportables.com. We're number one when you have to go number two.
This is Berwick football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Berwick's first trip to Lackawanna Trail, not a happy one. The Bulldogs lose to the Lions 35-0. The best that Berwick looked offensively came on their first possession of this game. They took the opening kickoff to their 25-yard line and put together a nice-looking drive, mostly on the ground, to the 18-yard line of Lackawanna Trail. But a 4th and 4 play came up short. Lackawanna Trail took over the football, and it took only 6 plays to get in the end zone. As Isaac Ryan went in for the 8-yard line, he deserved the score. He had a 55-yard run along that drive. So with 3:38 to go in the first, Lackawanna Trail, after the Holden Edwards extra point, led 7-0. In the second quarter, Berwick got a big play on special teams. A drive by Lackawanna Trail stalled out, and Holden Edwards tried a 27-yard field goal that was blocked by Billy Hansen. Berwick took over, faced a 4th and 4 at their own 39, and gambled. They went for it. The play was there, but the pass connection was not made. And just 2 plays later, Lackawanna Trail added to that lead. A 35-yard touchdown run by Isaac Ryan. It was 14-0. Lackawanna Trail. Berwick did move it to the Lackawanna Trail 21 late in the half, but Max Kimmel, with the first of 2 interceptions for him on the night, stopped it. And Trail went in leading at the half 14-0. Any hope for Berwick in the second half ended quickly. The second half kickoff returned 75 yards for a touchdown by Demetrius Douglas of the Lions. Edwards, the extra point, added to the lead. Berwick's next possession, Ashton Smith in there at the quarterback for the second half. His pass picked off by Max Kimmel, 40-yard touchdown. Edwards again with the extra point at 28-0. And then the final score came with 3:13 to go in the third. 10 play, 77-yard drive. Demetrius Douglas, 5 yards for the score. Holden Edwards with the extra point. That made it 35-0. Mercy rule after that. No more scoring, and that is our final score. We'll check other scores with Ashlyn Walshaw when we return. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
Save on appliances during the Labor Day savings event going on now through September 11th at Flick Brothers Electric. Enjoy great savings on select appliances throughout the store. Flick Brothers Electric has all the top-notch name brand appliances you could ever dream of. Washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, microwaves, stoves. They even give free estimates on Fujitsu ductless air conditioner heat pump units. Flick Brothers Electric on Maple Lane, keeping Bloomsburg cool, clean, and cooking for 70 years. Call 570-784-3444.
Hey, hometown fans. You know Journey Bank as your trusted local bank. But did you know we're also the biggest cheerleader for our community's youth? From athletes competing under the Friday night lights, to students excelling in the classroom, to talented teen stars singing center stage, we're investing in the future of our young people. At Journey Bank, we're committed to helping our kids score big in every aspect of life. Journey Bank, where dreams are nurtured and futures are built. Journey Bank, proud supporter of our local youth.
Escape the ordinary this fall. Navigate the unpaved roads in a Mazda CX-50 with as low as 0.9% financing for 60 months or 1.9% for 72 months at W&L Mazda. Maneuver through the city streets in the nimble Mazda CX-30, offering low financing rates or up to $1,000 customer cash. Find your Mazda at W&L, off Route 11 in Northumberland, online at WNLMazda.com or at the Bloomsburg Fair. Financing available to well-qualified applicants. Customer cash cannot be combined with financing rates only with military or loyalty offers. Offer ends 9/30/24. See W&L Mazda for complete offer details.
For over 50 years, you've trusted Overhead Door to provide the finest quality residential and commercial garage door products, installation, and service. With winter right around the corner, your garage doors need a tune-up. For only $99 for one or $125 for multiple doors, they'll check, lube, and adjust your garage doors and openers so they operate smoothly. Call for their seasonal tune-up special, Overhead Door of Berwick. They're more than just doors. See their 5-star rating on their Google business page or visit ohdberwick.com.
Football coach C.J. Curry. You're listening to Bulldogs football on Pop Radio.
35-0 to final here. Lackawanna Trail over Berwick. For a look at other scores, let's return to the studios with Ashlyn Walshaw.
Thanks, Jim. Crestwood leads Tuncanning 27-7 in the third. Abington Heights leads Dallas 17-13 in the third. Pittston area leads Nanacoke 55-0 in the fourth. I couldn't find an update on Holy Cross and the Hanover area game. Lake Lehman leads Lake Lehman defeated Northwest 42-6. That's final. Mid Valley leads Old Forge 42-10 in the fourth. Wilkes-Barre area leads Valley View 14-13 in the fourth. Western Wayne leads Wyoming area 27-17 in the third. North Pocono leads Wyoming Valley West 17-7 in the fourth. Lewisburg leads Bloomsburg 28-3 in the fourth. Executive Education Academy leads Central Columbia 18-0 in the third. Columbia Montour Votech leads Montrose 42-6 in the fourth. Danville leads Montoursville 23-14 in the third. Jersey Shore leads Selinsgrove 42-14 in the fourth. Loyalsock leads Hughesville 23-3 in the fourth. Warrior Run defeated Midwest 54-0. That's final. Mifflinburg leads Mount Carmel 34-32 in the fourth. Shamokin conquered Shikellamy 49-0. That's final. Troy defeated South Williamsport 43-7. That's final. Southern Columbia leads Milton 49-7 in the fourth. And Hazleton area beat West Scranton 13-3. That's final. Now let's go back one more time to Lions Proud Stadium with Jim Doyle and Andy Lickney.
Thank you, Ashlyn. Great job with the victory. Lackawanna Trail improves to 2-1 on the season. They'll be at Dunmore next Friday night. For the Bulldogs, they will take an 0-3 record into a home game. Hazleton area will be at Crispin Field next Friday at 7. We hope you'll join us for the broadcast. It starts as usual.